Hi sewists and aspiring sewists, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doyen, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to make the side button short. So if this looks like what you're interested in, you want to keep watching this video to the end, and if you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, here is an opportunity for you to do so. So let's get right into the main video. So in order to achieve this short, I'm going to be making use of these basic materials here. So the first thing I have here is this stretchy elastic band. I have about 1.5 yards here, and I have this cotton fabric here. I have a little piece here which I'm going to be combining with the main fabric. So this is the main fabric, and I have about half trouser right here. So this is what I'm going to be using because I'm working with a small side. So with no further delay, let's just get right into it. So the first thing I did here was to place my fabric on a double fold. Now this is the standard measurement we're also going to be using to achieve this short here. I'm working with a small size, so this is all you need to measure, to achieve this short. Next, I'm going to measure my full length measurement. So for my full length here, I have 14 inches. So what I'm going to be doing basically here is I'm going to take out my waistband measurement, which is 2 inches. I'm going to take it out. So while taking it out, I'm also leaving out 1/2 inch allowance, which is for seam allowance, just as you can see. So you can see that I left the allowance before measuring the 2 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch seam allowance to my 14 inches. So what I'm going to be measuring here is going to be 15 inches. So you can see that I took out my 2 inches allowance, leaving also my seam allowance behind. So basically I'm just going to be marking different points here, and I'm going to use my ruler to connect these dots together. So after this, I'm going to measure my crotch. So for my crotch, to determine my crotch depth, I'm going to divide my hips into 4. So I have 40 inches here. Dividing that into 4 would give me 10 inches. So I'm going to add 1 inch to that 10 inches, and that's going to give me 11 inches in total. Now, because we are going to be attaching a waistband to this, I'm going to take out 2 inches while measuring this my crotch. I hope you understand. We are taking out 2 inches for whatever length measurement we're going to be measuring for this short. So I'm taking out 2 inches for my waistband because we're going to be attaching that to it. So I'm just going to mark 11 inches, while taking out my 2 inches, also leaving my sewing allowance. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do here. So after that, this is what we have. So next, I'm going to measure my hips. My hips is 40 inches divided by 4 is 10 inches. So I'm going to be deducting 1.5 inches, which is my flap allowance, the side button flap allowance. So once I deduct the 1.5, what I'll be left with is going to be 8.5. So I'm going to add seam allowance to that 8.5. So I'm going to get 9.5. I hope this is clear. So for every measurement I'm going to be taking here now, I'm going to be deducting my flap measurement, which is 1.5. Then I'm going to add seam allowance, which is 1 inch, to my actual measurement. I hope it is clear now. So once I have all of this done, I'm going to just use my French curve to trace out this line. So for my upper thigh measurement, I have 25 inches. So 25 inches divided by 2 is 12.5. So I'm going to also subtract 1.5 flap measurement from this, and what we're going to be left with to be 11 inches. So adding seam allowance would make it 12 inches. I hope you understand. So the same thing we did for the hip area, we're going to do it on the upper thigh measurement, deducting 1.5 inches and adding 1 inch seam allowance. I hope you understand now. So my lower thigh is 22 inches. 22 inches divided by 2 is 11 inches. So from my 11 inches here, I'm going to subtract 1.5 inches from 11 inches, and what I have left is 9.5. So plus an addition of 1 inch seam allowance, we have 10.5. So I'm just going to mark 10.5 here, and I'm going to connect the line towards the upper thigh, as you can see. So from this point, I'm going to come out by 1 inch, and then I'm going to make a point here. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to use my French curve to connect these lines together to make a curve around my crotch area. So after that, this is what it looks like. So I'm basically going to be cutting out what I have here. So after cutting, I'm going to open this other side. So by the time I'm done with this, we're going to be having 4 pieces of this. So next, I'm going to measure what we have here. So what we have here is about 13.75, about 13.25, sorry. So I'm just going to be measuring 12.5 on my flap. That's after deducting my folding allowance. So basically I'm just going to be folding this just like this, and I'm going to trim the edges of this fabric here. So for the length of my flap, I'm going to measure 12.5. So I'm just going to cut out this 12.5. So next thing, I'm going to place this on a double fold like this. Then I'm going to be measuring my width. So for the width of this, I'm going to measure 2 inches, because we only need 1.5 inches for this flap. So by the time I'm done sewing and everything, we should have 1.5 inches left. So once I have this measured, the 2 inches, I'm just going to go ahead to cut what we have here. Next here is my waistband. So for my waistband circumference, I'm just going to be cutting a random circumference that is more than my hips, just to be on the safer side. So what I have measured here is 25 inches. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now for the length, to determine the length, remember that we took out 2 inches as our waistband length measurement while we're cutting the short. So I'm just going to add half-inch allowance. So I'm basically going to be measuring 5 inches here. So by the time I'm going to be placing this on a fold, we're going to have 2.5. I hope you understand. So after marking this point, I'm just going to be cutting out what we have here. So by the time I place this on fold, we're going to be having something like this, which is about 2.5. So I'm just going to couple all this together, and we're going to go into the sewing process. First thing here, I'm going to be taking out 2 pieces each of this short bodies. So the fabric I'm working with does not have a wrong face, so you have nothing to worry about. So in a situation where your fabric has a wrong face, you know how to do it now, placing the right face on each other, you understand. So basically, I'm just going to be sewing on this crotch area. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm joining my crotch together. So I'm going to do this for this, and I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other one as well. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to be placing it on each other like this. So after that, I'm going to turn it over to the down part. So basically, I'm going to be joining this part together, making sure that the joining aligns together. So I'm just going to also pin this other side, just to give it a balance. So after that, I'm just going to be making a straight stitch on this part. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to put this aside. Then over to our flap here, I'm going to be sewing on the downside just to seal the flap area. So I'm going to be sewing on each of them. So after sewing, I'm just going to be turning this over to the right face. So what we have here is 2 pieces, and I was supposed to cut 4 pieces of this because we need 4 pieces of this flap. I don't know how I skipped that. So I'm just going to repeat the same measurements that we took while we were cutting, and we're just going to also seal the remaining 2. So after sealing the downside of the 4 flaps, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to put this aside. So next, I'm going to be aligning the downside of my shorts together, just as you can see me do right here. So basically what I want to do here is I want to fold this downside. So I'm just going to fold that on my machine. So after folding, this is what it looks like. I gave it a double stitch, or I'm using my taping machine. So this is what we have. So next, I'm going to be attaching my flap to the 4 sides of my short. So the sealed part of my flap is going to be placed towards the downside of my short, just as you can see. So I'm going to just pin this down. I'm going to pin the flap together with the body of the fabric. I'm also going to repeat the same thing on the other side as well, making sure that the sealed part of my flap is on the downside of my shorts, just as you can see. So on each of the flap, I'm just going to be sewing on 1/2 of an inch. So after connecting the flaps together, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to be turning this over. So basically what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to overlap it on each other. Now the overlapping is going to be towards the back. So basically I'm just going to be positioning this on this other flap here. So I'm just going to pin this down, making sure that it is even at every point. So the other side as well, I'm going to make sure that it is overlapping towards the back. So this is the front part I'm working with. So I'm going to make sure that it is also overlapping towards the back, just like I did for the first one. So what we have here is about 1.5 inches, which was what we measured. So I'm just going to be pinning this down also, just like I did for the first one. So after that, you're just going to be checking around to see if there are no excesses. So if you discover any excess, feel free to trim whatever excess you have. So next, I'm just going to measure the circumference of my short. So I'm going to pick it up from here and measure round. So after measuring round, what we have here is 41 inches. So I'm just going to measure that on my waistband. So since I'm going to be measuring on fold, I'm going to divide 41 inches into 2. So 41 inches into 2 is 20.5. So I'm going to add seam allowance. So what I'm going to measure here is going to be 21 inches. So once I have that measured, I'm just going to cut out the 21 inches. So from here, I'm going to join this together. I'm going to make a straight stitch here. So next, I'm going to be stretching my elastic band to fit into what I have on this piece. So I'm going to be stretching it to make sure that it eventually grips my waist by the time I'm done sewing. So I'm just going to be making a double reversal on this band to make sure that it is firm. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to position my elastic into this fabric, leaving an allowance which is going to be for sewing. So I'm just going to position the elastic into the fabric just like that. I'm going to pin this side down. So basically, I'm just going to pin this round, making sure that my fabric is holding on to the elastic, and we're having the about half-inch allowance, which is going to serve as seam allowance. So I'm just going to be stretching this as I position my fabric properly around my elastic. So this is how I'm going to be stretching, as I position my fabric properly around here, making sure that I am pinning, just as I stretch. So once I have all of this done, the next thing will be to, sew round on the seam allowance. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to be making a double stitch, round this on my straight sewing machine. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. You can see that we have a double stitch and it is still properly gripped. Hello, I'm here to inform you that our online courses are now available. So if you are an aspiring sewist and you want to learn more about streetwear, you want to know how to properly make a t-shirt, you want to know how to properly make a polo shirt, you want to know much about color patches and the likes, we have all the courses displayed on your screen right now. So if you are interested in any of these courses, then you may want to click on the link in your description box to register for April online class. And guys, guess what, it's my birth month and I'm ready to give you those courses at discounted prices. So all you just need to do is send me a DM using the link in the description box and make a reference to this particular video, and you are going to be getting each of these courses at a discount price. So you don't want to miss out on this particular opportunity. So I'll see you in class when you register. Bye. So next, I'm going to position my waistband, the part that has joining, on this part of my shirt towards the back side, the joining of the back side. I hope you understand. So I'm just going to be stretching my waistband round my waist just like this. So basically, I'm going to stretch this as I sew. I'm going to make sure that I'm stretching as I sew, sewing on my sewing allowance. The sewing allowance does not have the elastic band, so I'm just going to be sewing on that part. So I'm going to be stretching as I sew. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to properly balance everything together. So on this part of my flap, on from the top point here, I'm going to come down by about 1 inch. So let me just use my tape to measure it. So you can see that what we have here is about 1 inch. So from that 1 inch point, I'm going to come down by 3 inches and make my point at the center. Then come down from that point by 3 inches again, make my point, then come down by 3 inches again. So we're going to be having 4 buttons on that part. So I'm also going to do the same thing here. Come down here by 1 inch, from that 1 inch point, come down again by 3 inches. Then from the 3 inches point, come down again by 3 inches. Now from that 3 inches again, I'm going to come down by 3 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead to fix my press button. I'm going to be going how to do that. So after fixing the buttons, this is what it looks like, and I hope you've been able to learn something from watching this particular tutorial video. If you did, please kindly leave a thumbs up on this particular video, leave a comment, and kindly share this video. And if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please kindly subscribe now, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.